because showbiz works, as you know, like no other business. And it's very confusing. And you have a lot of people speaking with a lot of authority that really don't know what they're talking about. And I like to cut through all the BS and tell you, no, 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 these are the exact things you need to do. Or these are the things, like, clients will say to me, well, I'm not booking or I'm not going out. And so I look at all their materials and say, well, your materials aren't up to snuff. What acting classes are you in? Your self tapes don't look right. Let's fix this. These are the steps that you need to take in order to become successful or to land a good agent. There are a lot of places that'll just sign you, but are you being signed by somebody who's legit and is actually going to help you develop in your career? Or are you just going to sit on somebody's roster for the next 2 years? And we don't want
that's
that.
the thing. Some people get paired with the wrong agent. Maybe they're not the right fit for them in this industry. And so obviously you have a lot of knowledge of the different agencies that are out there and what they're looking for, and who they do best with, talent wise. And so you have a lot of great knowledge and wisdom for anybody who's looking to get into the business. Are there a lot of people like yourself that you found that are helping guide people through the industry or into the industry, or what have you seen out there?
People out there, but I don't think they have the same pedigree. Sometimes
Right.
It's an acting coach, which is fine. Like, everybody has a different perspective, right? But I feel like there are not a lot of people who have my pedigree as being an agent for 30 years and being well known and successful, giving this kind of advice. Sometimes it's somebody who did a guest star 40 years ago and is speaking about how the industry works, and the industry grows and develops and changes all the time, and you have to stay up with what's popular now. And like, now everything's gone to self tapes, and then where's it going to go from there? And now the talent pool has grown so much, and so how do we navigate through that and make sure that your headshots and materials and auditions stand out? Because
Absolutely.
it's changed so much since I started in the 90s. I mean, we had 26 kids on series back then. That was when family TV was everything. And we had 1 to 2 kids on every series. And then it changed. Then Friends came out and everything changed, and it wasn't kids anymore. So
Right.
you have to learn to adapt to the industry to stay current with it.
What you do, I feel, is so important, and it's something that is missing with a lot of people. I remember back in the day, I was talking to Dove Cameron's mom, and we were having a chat, and she was telling me her story about how they were up in Seattle at the time, and Dove was wanting to break into the industry and become a Disney star, and she was younger. I'm not sure what age she was back then, probably, I'm sure in her teens. And her mom was a very successful businesswoman, and she decided to give up everything and move to Los Angeles. And this is what Bonnie was telling me, that they moved to Los Angeles for Dove being able to get into the acting business. And she told me that they were here for about maybe 2 years. She thought it was going to be easy. Once she got here, she was just going to pick up the phone and start calling. And so she basically kind of semi-retired, moved their house and everything, and moved to LA, and thought, okay, let me do what I need to do. I'm a professional in business, and let me get her representation. She said it took almost over 2 years for them to even get an agent, and how she burned through almost everything she had, all of her savings and everything, and was wondering if this was going to even happen and if this is the right choice. Had she made a connection with somebody like yourself 2 years earlier, it probably would have saved her a lot of time and stress and all that
money.
stuff.